I work with DSDS pumps and other fun little brass pump paintball guns. This is a DSDS valve. This is a complete model, so this one works, pretty much drops right into the body. You just pop the pump handle right back onto it. I'm making this video for another member on MCB, and I'm kind of just showing them how the valve goes together and see if they're missing a part and what might be done to increase the velocity. And so we're going to go ahead and show this valve. It's already been popped out of the gun. In most cases, you're going to have one screw that mounts it to the body, which is going to be right in here. After that, the whole thing will slide pretty much out after you pop off the handle. From here, these two parts are completely separate. You can pop them right out and set them off to the side. This is the cup seal. It's a good place to check for leaks. There's a nice little piece of kind of like a rubberized plastic. It avoids freezing up. It's right in there. It's held in. You just use something small like a pin to pop it right out and check and make sure it's not breaking apart. I've had them shatter on me before. Otherwise, the whole part is just made out of Delrin. You can put that off to the side. This right here is the valve you're looking, well, this right here is the hammer and the bolt assembly. These two are kind of important. They're locked together right now. This is the part. This end goes into the valve. As you can see, it lets CO2 down and through it. Mine had an issue with the solder. It has been generously fixed. Here, you go ahead and separate the valve. You pull down on the white piece right there. It separates the two. You got a nice little valve spring in there, and it'll push the hammer off. This here is the spring. It's got a little bit of play, as you can see. I'm just giving it a little bit of force. And then you've got the bolt right here. Now, inside the bolt is the special part, and this is what makes it a little bit more formidable to deal with, is a spacer. This is an aluminum spacer. It's a little ring. It's just enough to fit around. It drops right inside the body of the bolt, and this puts just a little bit of extra strength on that spring right there. That spacer can make up to 100 psi difference on the shot, and so depends on exactly how much strength you're trying to put on that spring. But you're definitely going to want to make sure that's in there, because the stock spring, it's about this, it should be this spring right here, comes with it. And so then you go ahead and reassemble that component right here. Pay attention if you are oiling this. There is one O-ring here on the assembly that needs to be oiled. That may be a little bit big and hard to pump back in, but you're going to want it a little oversized, just enough where it's not chopping, so it hugs the barrel and you use a lot less CO2 down the barrel. And here, you're going to make sure you want to oil the outside and inside of these parts right here, because they're going to be moving in and outside of each other the whole time. So that's an important one to watch. And you go ahead and pop these back together. It's always easier to have these as one piece when putting them back together in the paintball gun. And check to make sure you have your bolt screw hole lined up on the left-hand side of the locking mechanism down here at a 90-degree angle. Once you have that locked together, when you drop it in the gun, this is going to keep it aligned, and this is going to make it possible to just simply attach the pump handle on with no trouble whatsoever. It'll go right on there, right on the body of the gun. And this is the actual clear version of the pump handle. Most of the DSs don't actually have a velocity adjuster on the back, so that's what you got to watch, is all the adjustment has to be done here between the bolt and the hammer for the movement. And that's pretty much it.